shit to me. Like there's some cats that can bust their way all the way through they set. They'll bust all the way through, you know what I mean? But if you can't tell, like that's the problem with Mike Epps to me.
50 seconds.
He can't tell a fucking story. Like that stand-up was fucking horrible. Like it was.
Yeah, his stand-up
was horrible. But it was like, but in a comedy role, like you put him in a role of, I just put stand-up on something. He needed instrumental switch. That's what I'm gonna find out. Yeah, I mean, but like a comedy role, he's funny.
Right.
You know, but you like I can watch you and I can watch Dave Chappelle, like the whole fucking set.
Right.
I watched Dana Cook shit. Actually, it was fun.
Start just play from the top. Couple of songs to play.
I just wonder what's in it.
Turn it up.
It is on.
Listen, God bless him. I can't do it. I can't do neither side. I can't do the crime or the time.
You already made that clear.
It's not even that.
I was snitch, nigga.
I don't like it. Listen, the dude that come to me with the foolproof joint, I'm with it.
You with it, you right.
Dude that say, look, it's a quick 3.2. With them little, wait a minute, because you mad. I'm about to change my life. I got cleared because you mad tonight, nigga. Calm down. That's all I'm saying. Like, the shit got to be reasonable. Like I told you, I said, I want to be in the cell with the dude. Like, nigga, I was out. Had it. 50 million in the trunk. What happened? Ran out of gas. I can respect that dude. At least you made a motherfucking run for it. That's the dude that... Sometimes shit don't just be it's a bad day, nigga. But the dude is just wilding out. Come on. I love what the young boy, not the young boy, whatever that monster nigga that raped that little girl, I love how they let the civil justice go down.
Did you hear what the cop said? We thank the community for catching him. We don't condone whooping his ass.
Right.
But we thank you for catching it. So they beat the living shit out of him.
I like fuck the cops. I love the news. I love the news. The news the news will tell you what's going on without the cops saying. The news said he's in custody, but they had to take him to Temple Hospital before processing. They already let you know somebody got a hold of that ass. Now, I thought it was the cops. Lo and behold, at 6 o'clock, no, not the citizens, the 12 o'clock, the news that afternoon, did you see her uncles?
No.
Oh yeah, the little girl uncles was in the expedition.
Oh.
He said my niece scared. I can't have my niece walking around here scared. I'ma look for him. I knew right then, it was just a matter of time. So by 6 o'clock news, they had caught this nigga, whooped his ass, and turned him over to the police.
Turned him over to the police and left him there.
That's civil justice, and that's the way it should be. Because the monster that raped a 11-year-old girl, come on, man, get your life together. Seriously, this shit is...
He followed her to school.
Yeah, repeatedly.
He followed her to school. Actually dropped off her little sister.
Like,
and then walked back out, and she threatened her.
And at what point is that a good...
Kill her.
Yeah.
He's only 25.
Right. You know, but history of it does its thing. So we definitely gonna be looking forward to how this turn out. Because I don't even think he's gonna make it to trial. Quite honestly. Last one did. It took care of the last one. Everybody's sorry once they get caught. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't mean it.
They come up to the podium with your reverend. I like the young boy a couple years ago. It was the last year. The young boy shot the shopkeeper. He turned himself in with his reverend. You know that nigga ain't been to church in a year. The reverend like, who? Leroy. Do I know this nigga? You want me to go to, how much in it for me? That's what the reverend said.
That's right. It's about 5, 6 years old.
What happened to all the rappers?
You hold me up?
What you mean? What's the state of rap music right now? Because to me, I'll be 36 June 15th, and I hate to say it, but fucking Rick Ross got the best
I'm
album
actually
right
14.
now. You know, deeper than rap. Unfortunately,
How do you feel about the Rick Ross situation?
Rick Ross. Yeah, all right. You know what? I'm glad you asked.
Did you listen to Kiss album?
Who?
Kiss?
Kiss got a great album. Kiss got a great album.
Listen,
Kiss
we
got a great
wasted
album.
we wasted all this conversation, and we ain't gonna have shit to talk about. We get on there.
Oh, no.
We gonna go
Kiss got a great album. Difference is, it's a Kiss album, and don't get me wrong. If you're a Kiss fan, you love it, and I'm a Kiss fan, so I love it. But I always go to the record store blank consumer, meaning I got my $13. What I'm gonna get for it? And for your $13, Rick Ross got the best album out. I don't like the dude. I honestly don't like the dude.
But you gotta give him credit with
for putting the albums together in the order, and you can. When I put my money for an album, every album gonna have the duds and the ones you don't like. But for the most part, he put together a nice album for it to be his third album. Normally this happens on your first album. Yeah. But for him to put this type of album together on his third album, it's okay. Now, as far as all that with him and 50, I never understood the initial argument because, are you serious? Seriously, like, you know, all that we get money too, not like 50. And I'm not dick riding nobody. All I'm saying is one of us got a multi-million, $100 million deal from water. One of us don't. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know, I feel you got this. Both y'all niggas got more money than I could ever imagine. Yeah. But I didn't understand where the argument even came in.
Came in with him, with 50.
Right, like why would 50 sometimes, and that's what I like about him, because he's a fucking at a certain point, somebody brought up something very poignant to me about Nelly, Ja Rule, Eminem, 50. After you sell 40 million albums,
yeah,
all that keep it real, go out the window.
Go out the window.
Yeah. Because you sold for, like everything's good.
Something.
Everybody's good.
Yeah.
The kids, the moms, the baby.
Not the hood.
So you out. So I didn't understand none of that. But then my biggest beef with Rick Ross has been, your name is William something, like William Thomas or something. You took another man's name. Like Freeway took the nickname. You know what I'm saying? Freeway name is Leslie something. Yeah. So Freeway Rick Ross, okay, the nickname, I'll give you that. Yeah. But to take the man's name, like Rick Ross is an inmate somewhere in the California penal system serving time, and you took his name, like his mother named him Richard Ross, put him out in the world, and you take this shit and run with it.
Hold on, but what was the original Rick Ross from Miami or California?
California. The original Rick Ross is implicated in the flooding of crack and cocaine.
Yeah, I
said he brought it.
Like the CIA was fucking with this dude. He one of them dudes. Fictional, no. Like, he one of them dudes. So all this rap fiction of who you know and what you've been doing, you know you haven't. You know you didn't. So that's what my problem came in with Rick Ross. And this
brand new GDK.
Where the joint at? Where is that? This one?
Featuring J.I. the Hood King. I knew he was going to do it.
Someone you
going to say his name.
Yeah, but you're not that dude. So you know.
But see, my thing is this. At the end of the day, even all of this, like, rap is still, to me, just entertainment. Like, we all know that these boys ain't doing 80% of what they say. So I just take it as just, entertainment. That's all.
I do too, but for some
reason.
Like
a movie. Just like a movie.
I do too. I do. Yeah. But then my thing is, exists like that. These cats don't exist like that. When you see them out and you see them in the club, they still walking with the swagger up. And it's like, yo, dog, you used to have another rap name. Yeah. Like you could be one of them voices like,
Rick
yo.
Ross' original name was
Teflon. You could be one of them dudes like, yo, it ain't like that. It ain't easy. You got to grind again. But instead you want some, I know man. Nigga, you don't know Manuel Noriega. I seen the Trina video when you pushing the Lexus with the fucking Wilt Chamberlain jersey on, and you got no sunglasses on. Yeah. And you was cool to rap back up for Trina. Now you moving keys. And then what you say in your interviews. You see what I'm saying? Like if it was just the music, I give you all that. But I read all these publications. You say this shit in your interview like, oh, I make more money off of, you know, my side ventures than I do off of rap. Really? Seriously? That's my thing. Like, you know, like Cassidy caught a fucking case because he was a good shot. You know what that means? Like all these niggas talking that shit, he didn't miss. The other nigga did. Plain and simple. This motherfucking whole life is different because of one night. But these niggas portray this whole, I'm doing it, and you not. You rapping, you having a good night, you making money off of that, but you're not moving keys, you're not. So that's my only